Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Aktab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting Times of India newspaper headline. So, first of all, SC objects to law minister's remark, says government sitting on judge's name. Next, center frustrating process of appointment. Next, Collingham system law of land. Government has to follow it. Next, government returns file on 20 SC picks to SC Collingham. Next, clashes has to die at Adani plant. Next, probe in rape of 6 shelter girls. Next, Metro 1 service to open 1 hour early. Next, freedom of religion is not a right to convert center. Not SC domain, SC stays order on Amravati. Next, not practicable to appoint transport cops, state tells High Court. Then on page number 2 in that, Kolaba MLA proposes transport marina between Gateway and Radio Club. The next, attack on Aftab seen as security breach since police had prior intel. Next, CR looks to widen platform 5 at Dadar to ease conjunction. Next, one more weapon and hair locks found. Aftab's drugs supplier held in Gujarat. Next, low exam today, but center under renovation. Next, Kuish order that might hinder police hiring. State, no policy on transgender recruitment. Next, SC High Court to center state on couples surrogacy pleas. Next, 42 bikes destroyed in fire near Mansarovar station. Then on page number 3 in that, man's get 10 years RI for sex abuse of 11-year-old girl daughter. Next, women's die on Goa Mumbai bus 2 day after mishap. Next, stones thrown at a train injure woman in eye. Next, man duped by of rupees 97,000 by 5 in fake loan scam. Nareem Point Kufi Parade Sea Link will destroy our lives, say Fisher Flow. Next, Metro 1 extend operation by an hour. Next, Deshmukh's son granted bail in laundering case. Next, July selected to be an organ donation month. Next, Key Himalaya Bridge at CSMT to open to public only in first week of Feb 23. Next, hotel accused of selling vegan meat has chicken. Then on page number 4 in that, amid Karnataka row, CM node for irrigation works in Jat. Bomai had claimed villagers wanted to merge with his state. Next, two ministers to go to Belgaum for discussion. Next, rupees 374 crore sought from scam hit bank liquidator. Next, Belgaum court Suman Rawat will go, he says. Next, Gohil Bridge closure, Plex school buses, no relief in sight. Next, BMC may not open bridge despite IITB VJTI report. Next, SC stays raising of Worli's 50-year-old national house. Next, teachers hits girl with curtain rod are arrested. Next, India's second ethanol from bamboo plant will be in state min. Next, High Court rejects bail plea in drugs case. Next, ex-MLA joins Shinde's party. Next, 4 ha of Mangru's land reclaims in Vashi after raising illegal huts. Then on page number 5 in that, state and city record lowest COVID cases in 32 months. Next, unvexed 1-year-old dies of measles, told now 14. SPL immunization drive to start in city from December 1. Next, Ramdev Baba apologizes has the sexiest remark sparks outrage. Next, Raj Bhavan refutes rumors that governor wants to quit. Next, Shivaji dissentent calls for action. DY CM says with you. Next, two murders reported in city in 1 day. Next, ready for Ambedkar followers. Next, 6 cell phones stolen from canteen at Andheri Court. Next, transport chief plans 24/7 WhatsApp plant system. Next, PWD officer held taking rupees 25,000 brief. Next, mere filing of FIR against hotel owner is no ground to cancel its license. High Court. Next, gangster king among five held for land sale fraud. Next, 78-year-old man arrested in rupees 20 crore fraudulent plot deal. On page number 7 in that lecture call, Muslim student Kasab benched. Next, act tough says Kerala High Court on routing by anti-port agitators. Next, anti-port agitator. Next, 3,000 booked for attack on police station. Next, workers death in at Jharkhand plant spark clashes. Next, rupees 1.76, rupees 14.21, rupees 37.31. Relief under PM COP cover shocks farmers. Next, Next, 18 crore tons of waste need to go to meet 26 deadline. State has maximum quantity of thrush at dumps. Next, border row Maharashtra minister to visit Belagavi to deal with local issues. Next, RTI activist beaten to death for query on work in UP village. Next, former cop who slammed Rajiv convicts release gets threat call. Next, Bharatiya Biotech Nasal COVID vax can be used as booster regulator. Next, minister order proof into rape of 6 tribal minor has at Nashik hotel. Hotel shut down, girls moved to government shelter. Then 4 dies as car skid off a road in Jammu and Kashmir fall into gorge. Next, urged by delays, man attacks judge with knife. Then on page number 8, on that illegal structure around tomb of Afzal Khan removed Maharashtra. Next, SC stays Andhra High Court order on Amravati. High Court overstepped can't order set up on a city in 6 months. Next, SC6 reply on toilets free pads for school girls. Next, teen slits 6-year-old cousin throat. Then on page number 10, in that 18 years on SC Freeze Lifer says he committed murder as juvenile. Next, he spent over 5 years and 5 months in jail. Uh, Next, has a juvenile the maximum period of protective custody for rehabilitation that could be given was 3 years, the court noted. Next, don't work on road crossing Corbett, Raji Rajiv Tiger Reserve. Next, Telangana shows the way two trans doctor get government job. Next, in camera hearing not for rape accused. Next, airlift UP Green Corridor help dog saved injured son. Next, leopard kills third child in Uttarakhand. Next, gang raped by 4, girl 6 help, but Bihar headmaster rapes her. Then on page number 11 in that student jumps off second floor to escape ragging in Assam 3 hill. Next, India gets the first launch pad to boost private space travel. Facility open stays after launch of private made rocket. Next, ahead of G20 summit in India, foreign security gets extension. Next, UP man drones rodent booked under law meant for killing cattle. Next, up to 200 wages hike for Karnataka jail convicts. Next, India France talk defense industrial cooperation. Then on page number 12 in that, Vote Bank made Congress tie up forces hand in terror war. PM will foil urban moist plan to destroy state. Next, Congress sacrificed two PMs in fight against terror. Karge hits back. Next, Mission Olympics BJP to bring Modi vision to life. Next, two NPP's MLA and one from TMC quit likely to join Meghalaya BJP. Next, CR order probe into Maharashtra FOB slab collapse. Next, 4-day-old girl sold for 3 rupees 3 lakh lens on pediatrician. Next, no missing plant of diseases helped Delhi cops nail killer. Next, Mangaluru auto blaster suspect visited Udupi Mut in October cops. Next, give Markaz keys to Jammat head SC tell Delhi police. Next, at Ilfi Thakur hails Foda calls for India-Israel tie-ups. Next, Kashmir files is Bangalore Jari head. Next, ICMR avoid antibiotic post surgery beyond 48 hours. The next, Shivaji Pal security downgraded to Y level, Yogi calls him pendulum. Next, PM Modi made India safe, showed it cannot be matched with Shah. Then we comes to the page number 13. In that, Dhanbad imams ban DJs and fireworks at wedding. Next, not thinking of Congress during Bharat Jodo Yatra. Then on page number 14, in that zero COVID policy to stay, but China relaxes curves after mass protest. Next, Beijing would not block way to apartment. Guangzhou eases mass testing rules. Low risk areas in Exing to reopen. Next, protests spread to campuses, cities in Asia, Europe. Next, Australia, Maldives deny China claims of participation in its Indian Ocean meet. India was reportedly not invited, according to informed source in Beijing. Irish watchdog finds Meta European 265 million in privacy case. Next, Bob Dalian sorry for machine printed signatures raw. Next, WHO to use mpox for monkeypox to fight stigma. Next, media outlets urges US to end Assange prosecution. Next, Next, Apple said to lose 6 million iPhone Pros from tumult at plant report. Next, BBC says journalist assaulted detained in Shanghai, China dispute account. Next, delivery workers shut off of homes. Next, PIO proof PIO professor had complained of harassment by her employer to Columbia University, says report. Next, Japan births hit a new low in 2022. Next, two students from Telangana drowned in a lake in Missouri. Next, Pakistan Taliban and truce or order attacks. Next, gaslighting in Merriam-Webster word of 2022. Lookups increased 1,740% this year. Then on next on page number 15 in that article section, in that hero to zero. Next, unsure payout. Next, speak your 2022. Next, what does inclusion being key to growth mean? Next, when China's not Xi Zuhur. Next, black hole, the pinnacle of self-realization. Then on page number 16, in that crude slips 2 years low, rises hopes for cut in fuel prices. Brent falls 3% to $81 as OPEC Plus looks to reduce production. Next, exports set to flow further across the world, WTO. Next, de-investment must be win-win for all. Like AI, still PSU policy will be fine-tuned to consider all stakeholders' view SC India. The next, PM6 insights from public on budget. Next, Panasonic set sites on India for solar manufacturing. Next, Amazon shuts wholesale e-commerce site third India bees. Next, Sensex closes at record high for third day in a row. Next, S&P reduces financially 23 growth forecast to 7%. Next, Max gets IREDA note to buy out Mitsui in life cause. Next, try working on tech to detect pesky calls tax. Next, SIPs create wealth, give you luxury of choices. Regular investment help balance needs and wants. Safe fund manager. Then on page number 17, in that Germany claims moral victory. Spain might just agree after 1-1 draw. Next, Netherlands face Qatar in bid to make it to the next stage. Next, Conde steps into shoes of Pavard. Next, neighbors fight for bragging's right. Old video of Wales celebrating exit of England from Euro spur three lions. Next, Ikuruda Fred over Velsina fitness ahead of Singal tie. Next, fuel crop boost for German strike force. Then next, riots in Belgium, Netherlands after Morocco's win in Doha. Fans cheer on Serbian brothers. Next, Spain must beat Japan for right knockout from Car- Carvajal. Next, Dalik slams Herdman after Croatia knock Canada out. The next, inquiry remembers late daughter on a special day. Next, Qatari's fan has back has at German by racking up Ozil issue in protest. Next, Rashford hails unbelievable Ronaldo. Then on page number 18 in that Casemiro puts Brazil's at ease. Next, Will takes Celisco through to road of 16 with a games to spare. Next, Sherivia crack the whip. Next, kudos to Ghana. The next, Calzano slams Messi over Mexico team jersey. Next, politics at play as US Iran clash to escape group. US coach apologizes for Iran flag furore. Next, Lalas USA failed to appreciate emotional Iran in 1998 Cup match. Then on page number 19 in that runs record Rituraj. Gaikwad breaks list a world mark with 7 sixes in over of UP's Shiva Singh. Next, boxer Urvashi Singh wins two WBC titles. Next, Pant needs to reinvent the game. Next, Warner wants of IPL workload. Next, Afghanistan seal ODI World Cup spot. Next, stocks to donate for flood victims. Next, Mohammed Sporting beat TRAU FC. Next, Bucks defeat Mavericks 124-115. Next, Gambhir picks Shaw as future Indian captain. Next, Malik treat me like a servant, Akram. End rest period for batters before World Cup. Next, SC upholds order on power. Next, Nayak to stand for MCA VP post. Next, GM Narayan left to stand barefoot. Then on page number, then next, will take steps to curb forced conversion. Minence Center. Next, using soft words despite violation of order. SSC. Next, Riju refuses to remark on SC observation on appointment of judges. Next, couple found killed, son tells cops he hacked them after fight. Next, Raj constables get weekly off day. Next, after rape Kong rape claim, Jharkhand cops in Chhattisgarh to probe BJP Neta. Then on page number 20 in that, as winter sets in, veggie rate cool. Next, exports likely to slow down WTO. Next, Himalaya bridge to reopen in February. Next, two Indian students drawn in US lake. Next, variant specific nasal wax shoots. Next, farmer gets rupees 1.8 as compensation. Next, professor calls student Kasaba is suspended. Next, Aftab's when attacked by sword wielding man. Cops repulses attackers with revolver to held. Next, Aftab's gave Shraddha's ring to another girl. Next, capital crime. Man killed by wife and stepson. Body chopped and put in fridge. Next, 18 years on. High Court frees Julina serving life term. Next, dad gets 10-year RI for sex abuse of 11-year-old girl. Next, RTI activist in UP beaten to death over work queries. Next, both Gehlot and Pilot are assets to Congress Rahul. Next, resident cults peasants housing society official booked. Next, top US university alum accuses Desi professor for gender based. Then on page number 21 in that SC Collingham system laws of collegium system laws of the land government has to follow it. Says center seems unhappy with NGAC order, but that cannot be reason to follow verdict. Next, government returns file of gay judge 19 others to SC Collegium. Then next, with vaccines, dengue could be next virus to beat the dust. Some pharma companies with ready vaccines have applied for approval in India, while others have begun their trials. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.